Hey ladies and gents, it's Nathan from Bastion Games, and I'm bringing you an exciting video about some new products that we have. We're coining a phrase for them. They are play accessory improvements, or Playments for short. There'll be a whole line of them. We have a few to showcase for you to begin with. So, without further ado, the first group of them are commander aids. So we have cards that are the identical size of Magic the Gathering cards, standard playing cards, and this group is designed to make it easier for an individual to track information during a commander game. So we have commander damage, and one great feedback that we posted on Reddit is that people would like to see ones that are designed in such a way where it's cut into quarters for how people sit in a pod at a table. And we will definitely design these for our Series 2 to accommodate groups of people instead of just individuals. So we have commander damage, if you want to track how much damage you've done to the other three players. We have rad counters. We've got poison counters. We have a storm count. We decided to go for something simple. So this goes in the center of the table and you can track how many spells have been cast across the entire turn. We've got the pay your tax card, which tracks, you put a dice on there. You can track your non-creature tax and your creature tax. And then if you've got a big turn and you're producing a bunch of mana and you want to keep track of it, using this card and putting dice on it to show how much you have is great. So this is the commander line. The second one we have, and people have had some questions about, are the keywords cards, keyword and condition cards. So these have a whole bunch of the major, most used keywords and effects in Magic the Gathering that would go on permanents. There's tons of them, from +1/+1 counters, hexproof, reach, lifelink, and a bunch of different combinations. And then different combinations are on the back too. So pretty much anything that you would want to use. So some people have been asking, how do you use them online properly? Don't see how they work. Well, they work, again, they're sized exactly like Magic cards. So these go into perfect fits and sleeves. So for example, if you have a creature and that creature gets a vigilance token or is given vigilance by something, and you want to indicate to somebody that it has vigilance, you just slide this under the card. It stands out quite easily, right? It's easy to use with the card. If you like having stuff on the side, we have that too. If you are very well versed at Magic, but maybe you're playing with some people that aren't and this has vigilance, you can put it like that so that your opponents can read it easier from their side of the table. And the reason why we have two on each one is if, for example, you have a creature that has a vigilance but has an upkeep effect, you could kitty corner it, right? So you could do that to indicate it has both. We use these also, let's say you had two creatures with an upkeep, right? Put them both there. You can even fit 3 permanents really on there if you wanted to. Just to indicate that they all have an upkeep, or they're all indestructible, they all have menace or something like that. So that's how these are used, and we have tons of them. I believe there's 21 different ones. Another good example would be these, right? So +1/+1 counters on a card is really annoying to keep track of because there's always dice everywhere, right? So you can put them like that, and you can put the dice up here to indicate how many +1/+1 counters or how many -1/-1 counters are on the card. So I hope that helps explain that. The last one, we have an employee that's been working for the business for almost a decade. So we decided to commemorate that with Secret Lair Joe. So these are all themed tokens for Magic the Gathering. So we have a clue. Let's give you an idea here. He's reading Magic the Gathering for Dummies. We have the Monarch token. And the story behind this, these are very much pizza themed because at my business, we have a policy where if you have to work later than your scheduled shift, or you have to come in on to work an extra shift or anything like that, on top of being paid for your time, the business takes care of your meal. And Joe ate almost $5,000 worth of pizza in 1 year because he came in and helped so much. We've got a Joe Treasure, which is him sweating over whether or not to open collector boosters. Of course, food is pizza. And then we have a day-night token, which is him not having moved. We also have a couple different cool tokens for our RCQ, our destination RCQ, coming up on August 3rd. Just spoil one of those. I'm gonna keep the other one a bit of a secret. But we have participants will get a treasure token. And again, these don't have a magic back for obvious reasons. It's their intellectual property. But they are the same thickness as magic cards, same quality as magic cards, fit in sleeves like magic cards. So I really appreciate everybody on Reddit that gave feedback on these cards. We'll definitely take that into account for the Series 2. If you have any suggestions on additional products that we'd like to see in the form of cards on your Commander games, or any games for that matter, even 1v1, that you think would make the game easier for you, let us know. All right. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great day.